What's up, everyone? It is Jason, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about inadequate setup or breakdown times if you are a working professional in the wedding space, specifically DJs, and you're working with a couple, or you're working with a venue, or you're working with a couple at a venue, and you get a very, very quick turnover in terms of a day party ending and a night party beginning, and you don't have the time you need to set up properly. I want to share with you two things that you can do to hopefully correct that so you don't end up in this situation in the future. Before I go into it, I want to take this opportunity to invite you to support me and this channel with some sub love down below. If you're new to this channel and just seeing this for the first time here on this cool platform called YouTube. My name is Jason Janai, and I am the owner and operator of the SCE Event Group. I've been a wedding DJ full-time for greater than 10 years. I've been super lucky and super blessed to do events all over the world. And on this channel, you will find real-life learnings, opinions, thoughts, perspective on things that I've learned as a working DJ, as a business owner, and all of the content here on this channel is meant to encourage, inspire, and to help people get a little bit further than I was able to get when I was coming up in this business. And if you feel that and you feel this message, I hope that you will join me and support my hustle here on this channel. So let's talk about inadequate setup or breakdown times. How do you deal with it? Well, first and foremost, I think it's super important to understand parameters. And I think that if you are someone that needs a specific amount of time to set up or break down, you understand the parameters first and foremost. I think part of that also would be if people are selecting certain services within your portfolio, that you have it clearly stated in your contract how much time you need specified in terms of setup or breakdown for the services in question. Let's just put it this way. Say you have a giant video wall and you only get a half hour to turn a room over. It would be almost logistically or operationally impossible to set that up if you require a 3-hour setup window. Now, if that's something that's not offered from the venue or the location that's hosting the wedding, that's a different conversation. You're gonna have to have a conversation with that client to say, hey, this service is not gonna work based on this time allotment from the location. Not to throw them under the bus, but allow the client the opportunity of working it out, whether they push their wedding back a little bit to give you a little bit more time, or if there's another solution. I think if you're a DJ that's struggling with setup or breakdown times, you need to have that specified in your contract when people are signing up with you in terms of specific services and what's needed for you to deliver the best service possible for whatever's been hired for you. And if that for whatever reason gets impeded in terms of not being able to get you the time you need, then you're going to either have to remove that service from your contract or have a conversation with that client in terms of why and come up with a creative plan. The creative plan part comes to my number 2, and that is overstaffing your events. Sometimes we work with locations that have different time frames that are allotted for breakdown or for setup or for whatever. And I think it's all about overstaffing. And this might come with an additional charge to the client if you need to bring in additional resources to make it work under the framework for that location or what's being given to you in terms of that service. That actually can be mentioned in your contract too, by the way. Just a quick note. Anyway, I think it's important that if you are given a restricted time frame to set up or to strike an event, it's important that you bring in additional resources, which could be funded by the client if it's dealt with appropriately and professionally and the conversation is had. If this is something that's being sprung onto you, then you need to have a clause in your contract that kind of covers you. I think the point is, if you are given an unrealistic time frame to set up or to break down, you need to add additional resources in terms of staffing, hands on deck to help you accomplish what it is that's being asked of you for the event that we're talking about here in question. Anyway, I want to get your thoughts. So do you agree with me? What have you done to deal with unreasonable setup times or breakdown times? Throw it in the comments underneath this video and be on the lookout for more content coming right here to this channel in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Thanks for watching.